in New Jersey. On EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they're halfway home, looking good, at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. On 1st and 10, Watts completes it right side to Cooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watts. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 3rd down, Watts, and he'll find Pittman. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
A gain of 25.
Well, that certainly should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
About 3 yards there to the 27. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 12 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Watts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. From the gun, Watts. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Watts. And able to find Kirk complete. Watts pass. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
Back to throw. Watts to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Off the bootleg. Watts. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Throwing on first down. Hale. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Hale. He was trying to find his tight end, Josh Oliver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
From the gun, Hale. He dumps it off to Barkley. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage.
First down.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Giants nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Room here to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A first down carry for Barkley, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That time, a 9-play drive, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Complete to Evan Ingram. A 39-yard gain on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third down, Watts. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 14-7.
Austin Seibert set.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Hale. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Oh, man, can't do that.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Watts. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Watts. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watts. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Junior.
Herb Smith Jr. as the first half is winding down, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 2.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute, but look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the visiting Bengals who were able to come away with the road victory. Michael Gallup, a good game there. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. 16-10, the final. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. First down, Hale. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Hale gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On first down, Barkley. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Hale. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch.
Complete to Sterling Shepard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in there.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Melvin Ingram in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw. Hale. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 18. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Makes it 3rd.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hale got a man, Slayton. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Hale. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
21. Giants 10.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Pass interference. Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
As he's able to pick up about 6 there.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Watts. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31. A 1st down carry by Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 21. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, and it's caught. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The previous play is under review.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Operating from the gun. Hale. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Kirk, complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Complete. We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield. The Giants now down 21-18, and time a huge factor. The late fumble gives him unexpected new life as they come up 1st down. Following the fumble recovery, Hale got the connection here to Bourne. 7 yards, the pickup there. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. To Barkley on the check down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 10.
They'll look to throw. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll go to Barkley again, and they'll be driven back here. timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Watts. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Off the play fake. Hale. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
2 straight incompletions. Now the pressure's really on. Last thing you want here to start overtime, a 3 and out.
And I know that a few years ago when they changed the rules about overtime, it may have changed a little bit about how you go about things. But bottom line is, when you have the football, you never want to give it up. You want to make sure you get points on the board at a minimum and put pressure on the other team. This is a huge 3rd down call coming up.
Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done. Now part 2. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Elliott. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Watts. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watts. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the 22-yard line.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Brandon, I go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
It's 4th and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Here comes an important one now for Austin Seibert. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Final score.
We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for Dallas, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Giants, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.